Yeah, it's important to remember that with Bitcoin. Um,
It's more than just the technology itself, right?
exactly. It represents like a fundamental shift in how we think about money and finance,
Mm.
you know, like challenging those traditional systems and offering a glimpse into a more decentralized future.
Yeah, like a digital rebellion against the old way of doing things.
In a way, yes.
Hmm.
Bitcoin empowers individuals, giving them more control over their finances and reducing their reliance on those big institutions, like banks and governments.
That's powerful. But it's not all sunshine and roses, is it? I mean, we talked about that environmental impact with mining, but I'm guessing there are other criticisms too.
Yeah, for sure. Some critics are very concerned about the anonymity. They argue that it makes Bitcoin a haven for criminal activity,
Mm.
making it easier to do things like money laundering or ransomware attacks.
Right, right. And of course, there's the issue of just how much the price goes up and down. How can something be reliable if its price is just swinging wildly all the time?
Yeah, that's a legitimate concern. Um, so many things can influence Bitcoin's price, from market speculation to regulatory news, even trends on social media. And this unpredictability has led some experts to call it a speculative bubble ready to burst at any moment.
So is it digital gold or a ticking time bomb? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Exactly. Yeah. We're still in the early stages of this whole cryptocurrency phenomenon. Bitcoin is still a young technology.
Mm.
We're only just beginning to see how it will play out in the long run. It has the potential to disrupt traditional finance, but it also faces some very real hurdles.
This brings up another question I've been thinking about. What about all those other cryptocurrencies that have popped up? Is Bitcoin still king of the hill?
Well, while Bitcoin is definitely the most well-known and widely traded cryptocurrency, it is facing some serious competition from these alternative coins.
Like Ethereum. I keep hearing more and more about that one.
Ethereum is a great example. It's not just a digital currency, it's a whole blockchain platform. Developers are using it to build decentralized applications or dApps. Um, these have the potential to change everything from like gaming to how we manage supply chains.
Wow. So it's more than just a currency, it's a platform for innovation.
Exactly. And there are tons of other altcoins out there, each with its own like unique features and purpose. Some focus on privacy, others on speed, others on sustainability. It's a whole ecosystem out there.
So, how does someone who's just starting to learn about Bitcoin make sense of all this?
The key is to stay informed
Hmm.
and be aware of the different players and trends in the crypto space. It's changing so rapidly, and it's crucial to approach it with a critical eye and not get caught up in all the hype.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Right. Yeah. Diversification is important. And remember, any investment in crypto comes with risks. This isn't for the faint of heart.
So, where do you see Bitcoin going in the future? Will it become a mainstream way to pay for things, or will it just kind of fade away?
It's impossible to say for sure. So much depends on things like government regulations, whether businesses and everyday people adopt it, and how it addresses that environmental impact we talked about.
Sounds like we're still in the very early stages of this crypto revolution.
We are. It's such an exciting time to be following this space. What's happening with crypto is blurring the lines between finance, technology, and even art.
One thing is certain, Bitcoin has started a worldwide conversation about money and about the potential of decentralized systems. It's making us rethink how we interact with the world around us.
And that in itself is revolutionary.
It makes you wonder, like, what Satoshi Nakamoto would think of all this.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about.
This mysterious figure who just disappeared, leaving behind this legacy that continues to, like, fascinate and divide people.
Yeah, and what's fascinating is that Bitcoin's design ensures it can continue to evolve, regardless of any one person or entity's opinion. It's like a living system driven by the collective efforts of its users and developers.
So it's almost like a digital democracy, where the power lies with the people, not with some central authority.
That's a great analogy. It's certainly true that Bitcoin gives individuals a level of control over their finances that traditional systems just don't.
Okay, so as we wrap up our deep dive into Bitcoin, what are the key takeaways for our listener? What should they be thinking about?
I'd say the most important thing to remember is that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general is more than just an investment. It's a technology with the potential to change how we think about like money, value, and trust.
It's about challenging the status quo
Yeah.
and looking at new ways of doing things.
Exactly. It's about understanding the power of decentralization and how it could create a more equitable and transparent financial system.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling inspired to learn more about this whole crypto world and maybe check the price of Bitcoin again, just in case.
It's certainly an exciting space to watch.
Right. We've only just scratched the surface today, but hopefully this deep dive has given you a solid foundation to build on. Keep learning, keep exploring, and maybe you'll be the one to finally solve the mystery of Satoshi Nakamoto's true identity. Until next time, happy diving.